We need more women, more melanin-dominant women. And when I say melanin-dominant women, I mean women who have been misnomered, Negro, African-American, colored, black, all of those are misnomers. We need more melanin-dominant women who are willing to open up and share their stories about being a lover, about being a friend, about being a mother, about being wives and companions, being healers. It is critical at this moment because this is what the world has been waiting for. This is why we have incarnated at this particular time, because all of us are going through a shift. The whole planet is going through a shift. And they need that mother figure. The world needs that mother figure now. And melanin dominant woman, you are indeed the creatrix. You are the creator. It is from your breast that the world has received life. And I mean that literally, and I mean that figuratively. Today I wanted to address breastfeeding. I wanted to speak about some unique experiences or some unique things that occurred to me while I was nursing. And I'm saying it occurred to me, but it happened through me, it happened to me. The whole experience taught me so much more about self, about knowledge of self. And that is one of the things that breastfeeding does. It really opens up doors and compartments within your mind, within your body, within your soul. It opens up your consciousness, and it shows you how you're thinking, how you're perceiving yourself, how you perceive life, how you perceive those around you. So if you're sitting on the fence and you haven't yet decided on whether, all right, I want to nurse my baby, or I'm going to stick to this bottle feeding thing or this formula thing, I hope this video is one of inspiration and encouragement that you will take on the love offering of nursing your child, of breastfeeding your child. One of the things that happened to me, I noticed immediately after my daughter was born, the last one I'm speaking of, she's 6, and I nursed her for 3 years. I nursed both of them, but I'm going to refer to this particular experience. Once my daughter was birthed, literally I gave birth to her. She came out, she went on the breast. I noticed that it was a complete shock absorber. Like all of the shock, all of the trauma that the whole birthing process, especially in a hospital, brought, that was one of the things that was like a shock absorber for her. You know, it was a comfort zone. It was a feeling of, I'm safe, everything is well, all is well, you know. So that's the first thing. Nursing serves as a shock absorber to mother and to child, because for the first time, anytime you have a child on your breast, and you see that milk is coming out, or colostrum, or whatever the case is, it is the most heartwarming, heart-wrenching experience to be able to have that skin-to-skin contact and to be able to look into your child's eyes and see your child for the first time and know that your breasts are sustaining their life. Most beautiful thing. One of the most beautiful things on the planet. The second thing I noticed was I nursed her for 3 years, and for 3 years, actually, it was a little over 3 years actually, I didn't have a menstrual cycle. I didn't have a period. And that was definitely an experience. But what I noticed was that the milk that would normally be shed on a monthly basis was now being absorbed and utilized to create and sustain milk. So for all of you cow's milk lovers, understand that when you're drinking cow's milk, you're drinking cow's blood. When a baby is drinking breast milk, they're drinking their mother's blood. The mother has now been transformed in, the blood has now been transformed into milk. And that sounds like a familiar story, like when Jesus transformed water into wine. He was showing you an example of the grand alchemist. And so mothers, you are masters. Don't get it twisted. You are masters All right, you are the grand alchemist. You're changing blood into water. You're changing blood into milk. You're changing blood into the sustenance of life. Oh goodness, that's like one of the grandest miracles. You know, that's also showing you the magnificence of self. It's showing you that nature does not lie, that nature creates the most beautiful, the most amazing things. You know, it makes me smile, it makes me laugh because, you know, the more you learn about self, the more you learn about the human body, it shows you, it reminds you, as above, so below. That if you think the universe is amazing, if you think that all that is without you is amazing, take a look at all that is within you, because it is one and the same. So if you can admire exterior beauty, please look at the beauty within. The third thing that I noticed about breastfeeding that was truly amazing for me in particular was how it raised my psychic awareness. It raised my psychic awareness. It raised my ability to be in touch and to merge with one, to be a part of the one, to be a part. When I say the one, I'm talking about the universe. I'm talking about everything around me. Literally, babies usually nurse, especially in the beginning stages. They nurse like every 2 hours. So on some occasions, I would leave my daughter with my mother to go grocery shopping, and I wouldn't be gone long at all. However, if she woke up or if she was uncomfortable, if she missed me, whatever the case was, she would cry. Now, I didn't know my child was crying because my mother called me. I would know my child was crying because my breast would leak milk. They would leak milk, or I feel an ache in my breast. And automatically I pick up my cell phone and I say, Ma, is everything all right? You know, how's the baby? And in the background I hear her crying. And she says, well, you hear? She's crying. And I said, oh, I knew that. And she said, well, how did you know? And I say, well, because my breast started to ache, or my breast started to leak milk. Now, it wasn't feeding time. It just was that my child missed me. And so I'm showing you the connection. You know, you don't have to physically be there with your child in order to know what's going on. This is what's happening on a spiritual level. It's allowing you to open up and see yourself as a spiritual being. That's what nursing does. One of the other things that I would recommend is when women nurse, to feel all of your body, to merge with all of your body, your mind, your body, and your soul. When I say that, like another thing I observed when I nursed, especially in the beginning, I want to say for the first week, you know, it could have been about from 3 to 7 days. I noticed every time I nursed my child, I feel contractions. You know, the contractions were not painful. I just feel my uterus, my vagina, the vaginal walls, I feel them tighten, you know, I feel them tighten, and that's the beauty of it. Nature knows what to do. Nature knows how to get with the program. It knows how to bring you into natural alignment, and basically that's what nursing does. So for anybody out there who's saying that nursing is primitive, or it's outdated, or it's disgusting, it's nasty, or it is the grandest thing you can do for your child. Breastfed is best fed. There's so many benefits for mother and for child that I'm certain what I'm going to do is a part 2 and perhaps a part 3 to this video. And again, like I said, the purpose of this video is to encourage mothers, especially melanin dominant women, to nurse their babies, because it is truly a spiritual experience like none other. And so with this, I bid you adieu to the next video, and I'm sending you major love. I love you all. Thank you for your continued support, and peace.